What's up, everybody? We did it. Good job, everyone. That's 2K subs. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm pretty happy we did it. What's up, Candy? Thanks, Makia. We did it, everybody. We get Claire Obscure next Tuesday, then. Thanks, everybody. I knew we could do it. Then they do, and we'll come back up. And Candy. Yeah, we'll go over the art comp stuff today. I'll adjust this. I'll adjust the sub goal in like a day or two. I wanna bask in the accomplishment for a few days. You know. Okay. Oh, that's sick, Daffy. Silk Song Girl. Do you guys want me to do the art comp now, results, or do you want me to wait till like later in the stream? Let me know. Oh, 2K was crazy. It took us a while, but thanks, DL Sil. I'm so happy we did this. Do it now? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do two sections of this, okay? We're gonna do the version where I just go over the winners, and then I'm gonna talk about everyone's art. Like, I'm gonna just go through them all, okay? I'm gonna talk about everybody's, okay? What's up, Thunder? You have to leave soon? Alright. Okay. So I can go through the winners of each poll because each poll has a clear winner, and then we're gonna make the new poll. Okay. Yeah, I can share my screen. Okay. So everyone did really, really well. I want to say that right now. Honestly, this isn't even indicative of quality. I'm happy. I haven't chosen who I think is the best yet. I'm between 3 right now. I don't know who I'm going to choose yet. I'm probably going to have to ask other people for their advice. But that's none of you guys. I'll ask some of my, like, other outside of the community, some of my other artist friends. Okay, so for this category, Saku won this category, which was the hardest category. I think I'll do a full vote next time, so it's not a tournament, but because I think everything here was amazing. I didn't expect. I thought Saku's was amazing, but I thought I just liked it because it was Caldwin. But Caldwin by Saku won this category, which is amazing. I'm really happy for Saku. I don't know if Saku's probably not here. I'll put it in the Daffy, if you can put this in the monthly art contest with like adding people who won each category. Just saying who's moving on to the next round. And just say everyone did wonderful. This isn't you're gonna be like everyone did great, or do whatever phrase it however you want. But and then the second category was a really tight. I thought we had a tie of Phelan by Nova and Creative. But Creative won this category by a narrow margin. So Dave the Turtle won this category. And I'm worried about David the Turtle. I love Daffy's submission. This whole every category I think has a lot of strong submissions. This one was stacked. I put this one up because I knew that this one would be a tight race. This one. Yeah, ping everyone who won this category, okay? Dave the Turtle moves on to the next round. And then this third category, Lena by Macchio moves on to the next round. With a 3-way tie for the next place there. And next time we're going to do it as a full, just a full Google sheet. There's not going to be a tournament style. But we're doing this right now. DLSO, I think you're a little behind in the thing. Have a draw for the crowd, yeah. But I'm not ignoring you, DLSL. I think that your stream's just a little behind. We're just going over the winners of the first round of our... Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So next time, because this is... I noticed that the results are kind of skewed because it's each individual polls. But yeah, so Saku moves... So it's going to be the next poll, which I'll put up... I guess I'll just put it up now. Oh yeah, and Thunder wins this one because I messed up. Alright. So I'm going to do this right now. You guys are just going to watch me. Do this. Multi-art comp. You guys are just seeing my inner computer workings. Oops. That one was in my screenshots folder. Don't creep on my screenshots folder, guys. I just want to really say this. Like, the moving on doesn't mean that you... Just because if you didn't move on, that doesn't mean that your art was any worse. I'm going to talk about everyone's art in a minute, and... I'm going to go over. I think everyone did great work. Next one's not going to be a tournament. I messed that up. Dave, Caldwin, Witch Hunter's Flame. I have to show an equal amount of enthusiasm for all of them. Okay, I'm going to take it back to my screen just so I can read the Discord messages without doxing everyone. Let me pull up the thing. Like Scotland. You are a desired Brazilian reader. Nova, you narrowly missed out. Dave the Turtle only won by like a fraction of a percent. It was like less than a percent. Not even less than a percent. It was like 2% of like the vote. Oh, okay, so that was stars. I'm gonna edit that. Okay. Okay, ping star, because Noah won that one. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna go through everyone who's here right now. It was actually Star. Well, you. Okay. It was Star, actually, KKD. Okay. Who's here right now? I'm gonna check who's here right now. The rat contest. And then I'm gonna be drawing more of the engineer. Because today is my deadline and I'm really close. I'm turning on my fan. The rat contest. We're doing the rat contest today. What's up, Macus? So everyone go vote in the second round of the art contest, alright? Oh yeah, we hit 2K. Thanks, guys. Alright. I think enough people here that I can talk about people's art. Alright. Let me just sort it out real quick. I'm just gonna go in order. I'm gonna put my chat up on the other screen. Uh-oh. Doing the art review right now. Yeah, the Jordanators are permanent. All right. Let's get in there. Okay, so I'm just going to go left to right on these and talk about them, whatever comes to mind. Nova, you're first. These were really solid. Each person, I mean, Nova, what kind of art review do you want? Art review do you want on this? I really like this one. This is the one I used for the competition. This is the one I put on there because this was so good. I like the shapes you're using for this, like the angular shapes. I understand I don't have the level of quality that that I had to the Street Fighter references have. Just say what I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over the most thing that I see here is anatomically. This is stuff I'm just noticing off of the second one. You participate, Magia. Well, I think that the tournament style is a little more so here's the thing. So anatomically, there's just a few things I'm just gonna note here. The back of the character wouldn't extend this far. So like, I can actually, so like if I were to, like, I wonder if I can, I don't want to draw over this. I don't like doing that. I'm not gonna do that. But like, it would kind of come down here. Look at like, the way I see it is like, when the human back comes down, just try to get that, I'm using myself as a reference here. It kind of comes down like this. This isn't a problem in your Street Fighter ones because I think they have more. I mean, you're usually really. I think you're usually typically good at it. I think you were just pushing yourself with this, but that will help. I love the bird. I think you got his eyes really well. Design-wise, I just wish I had told you about his armor and stuff. I just haven't had that stuff drawn out yet. I really love this though. I really like this. I think you've captured his personality so well. His hood, the flow of the hood is really great. It's amazing, and yeah, I love the abs. The arms look great. You can have more confidence in your line. I know this is a sketch, but you can honestly have more confidence in your lines because your lines are so nice. Oh, it's a gap and you forgot to color it. Okay, cool. That's okay. Yeah, no worries. See, that's why we do this. I think you got everything a lot right, really here. But other than that, yeah, that's great. If it's a gap, then that's entirely different. Then you did it perfectly. Yeah, for sure. Just like, yeah, I think that just use, I know it's a sketch, so don't worry about it, but like, I think, and even in your sketches, you could have like a little more. This, I love the line quality in this one. Good attention to detail with the mark on his, oh yeah, on his hand, you know, like his hand there has that little like mark. Good attention to detail. I think his forearm would be a little longer. I love the abs. I actually really like your line quality on this one. I really like the line quality on this one. I think I don't think we, wait, what's going on? So, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, a gap makes a lot of sense. His forearm would be a little longer there. I love that you got the obliques here. His abs look great. I like the flow of I think you could do more. I actually really like how you drew his hair here, kind of fading in with the cloak. And again, I really like your angles and shapes. And I like that you made Edgar like kind of so fancy. Kind of speedrunning these. Yeah, I figured. But I'm just I know you're capable of a lot. That's why I kind of feel weird giving you notes, because you're so great. And everyone knows, honestly. But like, I really like this. The shape, it falls well around him. I think this cloak would go down a little more because his... But then again, it's stylistic too. I do that same thing all the time. So, yeah. Nova, any questions for me before I move on? Because I really like these, and honestly, I think that it's weird giving you notes on these whenever they're not, like, totally, like, yeah, like you said, you went a little faster with them, so, which is fine. Of course, yeah, I love these. I'm gonna move on, though, if that's alright. I can come back. If you ask any questions, I can come back and answer those, okay? But I really love these. I love how you gave Edgar the crow. He's, like, all fancy in this. He's, like, bougie. Alright, cool. Oh, I love this one. Oh, is it like, oh, full screen? Like that, Daffy? Okay. Oh, I love this one. So this one actually, this one's like, I don't think Rousos is here. But the biggest thing is that, I like that it's like a puppet of WMD and like a puppet show. Again, just like look up perspective. Try to, if you're watching this, Rousos, just try to learn perspective. You got WMD down really well. But here's the thing about WMD is that I kind of structured him based off of the skeleton, like the human anatomy. So his hips come out on the side, okay? They come out like here, and he has like wrenches on his arms. You know, oh, it's KLN. It's Connie. I thought it was Rousos for some reason. But yeah, Connie. Sorry about that. I'm messing everyone up. But Connie. Like, just try to think about, you got WMD down really well, and the engineer, you gotta think the engineer's collar comes up around her head, and her glasses are big and, like, kind of bulbous, but I like this. Try to look up, you know, basic perspective, try to learn some perspective, and that'll really start helping, and just practice. I really like this, though. This one, I like the, yeah, I can compile these, I can clip these and send them to you guys for sure, art review. So I think I really like how WMD's big and the engineer's small back there. I think there's a lot of good vision here. But yeah, I think learning the art fundamentals and stuff will really help you. And I just really liked seeing this. And engineer WMD art really means a lot to me. I'm gonna move on. Connie, if you have any questions or how things are about art, just message me and I can help out. I'm talking to chat here, and I should just be looking at the camera. We're gonna move on to the next one though. Oh my god. I got Mac. This was one of my favorites. I love this Macus one. I'm gonna feel really guilty giving notes to Macus because Macus is already like brilliant. But okay, let's see what we got here. I love that. I love the. I'm just looking at this. Yeah, I can turn this into a video, Candy, so you can watch it. Like more. This is just so good. I thought this one was going to win the crowd vote, honestly. This or I was surprised with how it went. I may have fucked it up, but with the way that the voting went. But so a few things, just like I don't want to really give too many notes on like design changes, but just things that like I noticed right now off of the cuff of my off of the cuff. Because I like the design changes people make. I really don't want to go into that because it's like as all I want to be creative expression. Like I like the little button on Grayson's collar. I don't usually do that. You deserve my A game. Yeah, thank you so much, Macus. Yeah, so I love the little patch, like all the changes that you did. The only thing I would say is Grayson usually, I don't know if I drew it correctly in the references that I gave, but Grayson usually has a pleated skirt. I don't know if I did that correctly. I'll have to check. I might have been wrong in the reference. And the only thing I noticed is that Grayson's coat usually is of a little heavier material. That's all. That's what I'll say. Is that I usually like Grayson's coat feeling like this one's really thin, which is fine. And that's fine for your art style. Like, if you don't have to change it, it's not for anything you don't want to do. But I usually like Grayson's coat having a little weight to it. But the weight of the bag is really great. I love how you got the hair. I love that you drew the different segments of the hair. The eyes look amazing. The mouth, the expression, the grab. The only thing I would say anatomically is I'm pretty sure with this angle, the ear would be higher up on her head. The sub goal is fucked up. What happened? Oh. Oh. Hold on. Oh. Hold on, guys. That's because... No, Grayson, no. You guys are seeing behind the mirror. I don't know which one is. Hold on, guys. And again, like, Macus, you have such a great style that I hesitate to even give these notes. There we go. But, so... Yeah, the ear would be higher up on the head. Now I'm zooming in. I hate to do this to you, Macus. A lot of the stuff I would say is preference, like for my art style, and I don't want to do. I love the gripping and the weight of that. I'm trying to see if there's anything in the design that you missed. I'm looking for things now, which is not necessarily nice of me. We added the belts after, so you can't really be held accountable for that. I love the inside of the jacket being pink. I usually don't do that. That's amazing. We added the belts later, though, so... Or I added the belts. I don't know who this wee person I'm talking about is. I love her face. I don't have a lot. Here's the thing, and this is another thing that's preference, is Grayson's like kind of skinnier in this, which is so fine. Grayson is, she's not like overweight by any stretch of the imagination, but I like drawing Grayson a little more, like with a little more weight to her, not necessarily to the point where she's like notably. I love the braided leg warmers. I like the leg warmers though. Yeah, the braids are kind of intense, so I understand that. Lee did the shoes so well. Like I personally choose to have Grayson being like having a little more meat on her bones. But again, like that's totally fine. It's a matter of preference, you know? There are like, yeah, I mean, again, like there's just so many things I would say that just, it's so interesting to see someone else's take on Grayson, because it's like, there's like, she's like a little chubby, like not like to a degree that is like, because she's moving around a lot. Like she gets a lot of exercise, but she's naturally a little, you know, has a little more weight on her, you know? That's just how I draw her, because it's important for me. You know, is that she has like full cheeks and, you know, things, but that's not like, this is like this is kind of in doing with Macus's style, where everything is sleek, you know, and kind of for that kind of form, which I love. Yeah, I'm just like super in here. I love the grain. You did the paint splatters so well. Yeah, soft, not toned, exactly. Like belly fat, exactly. Grayson eats a lot. Yeah, like Grayson? Yeah. Let me just see if I can find... Now you're in my files. You guys get to be in my... Hold on. Let's see if I can find an example of it. So, like... can't really, I don't really go into anything because she's young, so I don't really go. But like, you can even see like her head is like, you can't really see any of it here, honestly. I'm trying to find one of them that like, I might have to go into the old files, man. I might have to go to the old magic. But you get what I mean. Yeah, Grayson's a girl, by the way. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Let's see. These are some files from Grayson the child. She's skinnier here because she's a little younger. She's like 12 here. So this is actually more of like the age that she is, kind of looks like in that drawing. And these are old. But let me see here. But you can even see like here, like her legs are a little thicker. This is a sketch. I haven't even finished this, but yeah. The idea is to have Grayson be, she isn't like by any, and then yeah, we have, see how like the coat is a little bit of weight at the bottom? Things like that. This is more so me just giving you like, this isn't even a note of like technically nothing wrong in your thing. This is me like if I were like an art director on this, you know? Yeah, let's just go back to the actual like subject at hand, the actual like technical things if I have anything else. So let's get in there. I love the lines of the skirt. The flow is so great. The line of action's great. I almost want Bubs and Gumpy in here too. Your ref of her sitting, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the idea would be for Grayson to become muscular when she's older. It's the idea that Grayson's gonna be like kind of built when she's older. Yeah, that's the idea. That is, I mean, I'm throwing back the curtain. The idea is Grayson, when she's an adult, is like kind of buff. She is a little tall here, but that's also like, I guess that's a, maybe that's where the, because Grayson's kind of like a, kind of squished, and maybe that's where it kind of came across. Sorry to spend so much time on this, Macus. I don't mean to out you. I love this piece though. Very well might be the one I choose. It's up there. I love this. You have to leave soon? Okay, we'll go to Candy's next, okay? Macus, hey Macus, message me if you have any questions. I could talk about it all day. I love your stuff, okay? Okay, so Candy, here's the thing. I see exactly the one you took this from, or like referenced from, okay? So here's the thing, Candy. I see like this is one of Grayson's sitting. I know which one you took. It's the one of Grayson sitting on with Bubs here and Gumpy here. So here's the thing. Bubs looks really sad. And Bubs is typically not a very sad dog. I will say that right now. Like, Bubs is very much, isn't really a real dog. I like that Gumpy's kind of angry at Bubs, but they are friends. I like your artistic liberty, though, and I guess this is supposed to be what Grayson's leg was in that piece. I see where you're going there with it. I think you actually got the overall, like, kind of shape of Bubs down really well. Yeah, I think you really did a good job of capturing the colors. I think that if you're using a color picker, because I think I've sat in on a few of your like time lapses before, I would learn how to maybe color through like just like looking at your colors and matching them, because this seems like you were color picking, which is okay for if you were doing like someone gave you the flats, but maybe try to get away from color picking. Because it seems really close to my colors, which is really awesome. I think you match them really well, but, you know, I would rather see you kind of experiment with your own idea of colors. But I could be wrong, but I have sat in on a little bit of your time lapses just to kind of get an idea of where you're coming from, Candy, because I do care about your progress as an artist. And I think maybe only using the color picker in certain scenarios, maybe trying to learn color theory would really help you out. But yeah, I think I would definitely not use the color picker because I learned how to color without using the color picker, and I want you to develop those skills on your own. But it's okay to use it for certain elements, like if you are on a deadline or, you know, someone gives you colors like the flats. I would try to get away from that. But yeah, I'd say Bubs, look at kind of how Bubs is a sheepdog, okay? and maybe look up like sheepdog. You matched the shapes of Bubs really well, and I really love Gumpy up here and Gumpy being angry, and I think maybe and maybe instead of putting Grayson's foot here, just put like a tree log, you know? Like, I think a tree log would be great for that. I actually really like how you did that, though. I'd say look up some sheepdog faces, learn how, like, dogs have, like, kind of this, like, you like your Scooby-Doo drawing, like, all those things, yeah. Art teacher Jordan mode, I love teaching. And Gumpy, actually, you kind of matched Gumpy's shapes really well. Yeah, Bubs is like, I saw this dog on the New York Transit one day that was like this big, and that's the idea behind Bubs, is that Bubs is here. I'm gonna pull up my Pinterest so you can see, Candy. You can follow me on Pinterest or just message me and I'll send you some things. Hold on, and you're gonna see all my Anya Taylor-Joy posting on. Oh, you just got my personal emails. Just don't blow me up. I'm gonna say, I don't think any of you are gonna do anything with it. So here's my Pinterest. I just share it with you guys. Yeah, I love it, Candy. I think you matched Bubs' shapes really well. So I like share, like, here's like the cat references I kind of keep. There's a lot of different actresses, different models that I use here. Let me try to find the Bubs board. Here's like the cats I use. So I say this is one of my Bubs references. You know, like I use foxes too for Bubs, and it's tricky, Candy, because Bubs isn't specifically only a sheepdog. He's also other forest creatures combined into it. So it's like I also use like foxes and rabbits as references for Bubs. I'm just trying to find the last sheepdog I had, okay? On here. Yeah, I have a lot of Emma Myers on here because I want to use her for Grayson. I think she has a good amount of Grayson, like, Grayson stuff. You can kind of see who I use what reference for, like, what characters here. There's a lot of Harley Quinn. So, sorry this is taking a while. Like, this is what I would use for Bubs. So, I look up sheepdogs. This is kind of, like, the idea for Bubs. So this is kind of Bubs, and see, it's already asking me to save it to Bubs, because, like, this is kind of Bubs' vibe, you know? Yeah, I'll message you a few for this later, whenever I get, I'll do it afterward, okay? But yeah, there you go, Candy. I'm just taking another look at this. Yeah, I like your big, strong outline around Bubs. That's great for focus. Yeah, just, like, look on, like, dogs, like, look up dog heads and everything, and cat anatomy. Cat anatomy is so hard. I find dogs easier to draw, even though I draw Gumpy so much. And I love Gumpy's face. It's so good. Thank you so much, Candy. And then remember, Gumpy has a tail, because she's a cat. And a cat tail. And if she's mad, it would be kind of straight up, you know? But yeah, thank you so much, Candy. I'm going to go backwards now. Feel free to... Thank you. Davi. This scared me in a good way. This is a different things, but this is like a weird. This is kind of like a neo-gothic thing for Lena. She has like a little like, it's like Lena 2099. You know, what's up? What's your name on Pinterest? It's Jordan Schreiber. I'm pretty sure it's just Jordan Schreiber, and my profile picture is. Let's see. My profile picture is that my old Oh, here's the Bubs folder. I did do Connie. I can go. It's on the live. I'll go back. It wasn't that long. I can take a little bit. So this is my Bubs folder. So there's a lot of like Dalmatians. There's Toothless from. This is one of my favorites for Bubs. The right to draw over. Okay. I can do a more detailed one some other day if we want. And where I can take that time. Thank you. I can honestly do it on my own time and send it to you too. Anyway, back to the drawings. So, here's the thing, Davi. I see where you're going with this. We'll go back to yours, Connie, okay? Because I really like it. I really love that. I can go back? Okay, no worries. Yeah, it's so I love that you added the belts. That's good, as this kind of like... I like these like Bruce Timm like lines here. You've already gotten a lot better since you drew this. See, of course, Candy. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. So again, a lot of this is style. Like, you know how Lena's hair. I've done Lena hair tutorials. You know. You see, Davi. I think that anatomically, I actually think the feet are stylized. So I'm not going to go too into it. but like you already know about your hands. See, there's a lot of things you've grown already better about that I can't really talk about too much. This arm is like kind of, you know, very strange. I like your contrapposto. This arm needs to be a little more like, make a little more sense, if that makes, it's like a little too gangly for the rest of it, because this arm is so straight and so set up, which I like the contrast of this one being round, this one being straight. You did a good job with that. Also, her back would curve. She's also very much no hips here, which is okay. That's a style, but anatomically, again, and this is a different style, Lena. I hesitate to even give this. Lena has hips, so. But I like her. I like that she has this little like nose piercing. It's a very cool way, in her little like these Bioshocky kind of like glasses that she has, and this like face tattoo. Such a different style from how I do it. But you know the basic things of like practice your anatomy, practice your gesture. Your lines are okay. There's some errant lines here. Like here, I would just get those under control. And you've done a lot better than this. These hatching is pretty good. I think your hatching has gotten better. I would let these tails flow out a little bit. That's what I would do. These don't line up. These she doesn't have a calf. I'm getting a little harder on this one just because Davi, I know, wants me to. I just know Davi. In this shirt, I'm not really sure what the material of the shirt is, which you've done better since now. Again, it's hard because you've done so much better. But I like the idea. I love the concept. And yeah, this, and this, I'm not sure where the jacket ends and where the jacket starts, Davi. So I would say, like, it's just like you have, I love the contrast of white and black, though. I think that's the best thing about this, is the levels of, like, white and black that you've added here, okay? I think you've done a great job with that. Your contrast of the black and white here. Again, good belt. I think this, again, an errant lines. And let the jacket flow. I mean, I think that would come with this. Like, let the jacket kind of flow out, man. Let me slow down for a minute. And then her power, I think, is so interesting up here. It's just so different from the Lena that I draw that I'm trying not to... I'm comparing it to that, so I'm gonna have more to say. Because Lena, for me, is a flowy fantasy design, and this is a kind of a sci-fi fantasy kind of a postmodern fantasy design. I think it really works. I mean, honestly, Davi, I think just your proportion and anatomy would really bring this one to the forefront, if you know what I mean. I think anatomy and proportions, I think that's all I think that is the biggest thing about this. And being clear about what the clothes are and the way the clothes fold would really help, you know? Do you have any questions? I can talk about this more in depth. Kirby effects. Oh, okay. Oh, Jack Kirby. Okay, cool. I like the moon motif that's going on here and the curves. Yeah, it's very New Gods. This is almost like feels like a villain. You know? It's very Repo. Not like Repo the game, Repo the movie. It's a terrible movie, but it is a cool art design. I hate that movie. But yeah, I think it's just really that, Davi. I think you have really, it's amazing how much you've improved. But I like this a lot. I would like to see you redo this, honestly. And not in like a way that I think it's deficient now. I just would like to see you kind of give this another go, you know? I'm gonna move on, but if you have questions, just let me know, Davi. I'm always willing. It has been amazing to see you grow. I'm usually like giving you shit because we're buddies, but I think you have been doing really great work, and I love this. This really means a lot to me, Davi. I know you're gonna be like, don't lie to me. I shouldn't say that, use that. I'm very sorry. You're gonna be like, don't lie to me. I know, I do love this. This is amazing. Sorry about that, that kind of slipped out. I like doing accents, so occasionally I'll do accents and they'll slip out, because I find I have like a boring accent, so everyone who has cool accents I like to make fun of, in an endearing sense. Oh man, I love the... Like when I make fun of Daffy's accent, it's because I'm secretly jealous that I don't have a cool accent. My broken English, no. You know, anyway, I love this. If I ever draw over this, I'll do that privately because I kind of like to keep that. We're not friends anymore, Mr. Jordan. Okay, we're gonna move to the next one. You can let me know. Ralzos, this is great. This actually reminds me. I don't think Ralzos is here because this is Ralzos, right? This actually reminds me of my old art. Let me see if I can find some. This actually reminds me of, this is like my early art. This is like a reveal. Like, this is my, like, early, look at that. Oh my gosh. Like, these are, it reminds me of like my really early stuff. So that's really cool. Early art I keep to guilt myself. So yeah, this actually reminds me of that. He did such a good job. I'm not sure what's going on with like this like stick back here. I guess it was trying to draw her axe that she has sometimes. I think she should either be choose whether she's looking at the camera or not. And then the Indian accent, that would get me, I can't do that one or else I'll be removed from the internet. You did a good job matching the design in a lot of ways. She would have traps, just look at anatomy. Her facial anatomy, so I think make sure the shapes of the eyes kind of match a lot. I like Lena with bigger glasses, but I see you actually did a good, it's actually relatively symmetrical. I would let her hat be a little bigger and make sure it's sitting on her head, which even I fail to do sometimes. So I always think that Lena's hair flows downwards, so it goes down, it goes in, and then it comes out again. It's tricky, but it's yeah, honestly, there's just these slight things, these slight problems with the symmetry here that I think you could fix out. Like, I think the hair could be I think if you fix the hair and then inked this, like digitally inked this, it would actually look pretty good. I think what's throwing me off is the pencil work. It's just like you're doing the chicken scratching. And Rousey says, you're very young. See ya, Connie. Like, you're very young and you're using kind of chicken scratch, which is fine. I did it too. But this actually reminds me of my old stuff, which is kind of nice to look at. So it's probably better than my old stuff. So this is amazing. Lena's face is longer than I draw, but that's fine. And Lena's collar usually comes around the back of her head and comes out into these like tassels here. You know, these kind of like things. I like that you got her hat coming down again over here. I love that. But yeah, just ink it. You know, I think work on the symmetry. I love that you got the fact that the shirt is not connected to the collar, kind of like nun collar. Yeah, make sure she has traps, bro. Make sure she has the traps. And then yeah, I think this is really good. I think inking this would really be great. Maybe make the hat a little bigger. Make sure the head is fully symmetrical. Fix your symmetry and you'll be good. On to the next. Let me know if you have any questions, Rousey. Oh my god, Saku's not here, but I will. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, I love this. So this is like younger Caldwin too, because she still has the patched coat. So I love the streaky nature of the painting that you've done here. Yeah, I think the entry would be great. I think that it would be great. I think the streaking of this is so good. Like the paint, the stroke quality is amazing. Like, look at this, like on the hair. That's a beautiful. Again, I think a pretty normal thing would just be look up anatomy for like the hands and arms. You have, which is fine. This, I've seen professionals do this kind of like blocky art style too. So it's not like an ends, ifs, or buts, or like a thing. I think that there's an angular quality to this that I think could be kind of allow yourself to be a little more. It allows for the round shapes to really shine, like the glasses, and the different elements of the design, but don't be afraid to let things be a little more baggy. I would say it is goated. It's amazing. I love this shape. I would also say anatomically, let her breasts would be filling out this shirt too. The breasts are kind of going to nowhere in this shirt, Which I get. We want to be tasteful. I think it's really great. We don't want her to fall down and then this is all of a sudden a breast shot. I think that's great. Thank you for not having Caldwin flashing the audience in this. I really appreciate you treating the character with respect. And your line quality is beautiful, but find a way, just anatomically, you would still have, like, the shirt would be bagging down, and you would have, these breasts are just kind of disappearing, which is kind of allowing this uncanny feeling to happen towards the middle of the drawing. Because she's flat-chested here, which is fine if you want to draw Caldwin as flat, but she's not flat-chested out here, if that makes sense. And this is an end of the, I think that's what's interesting going on here. This is my only real big critique of this, is that. Because honestly, everything else is stylistic. In terms of, like, I like that she has a collared shirt, whereas I usually draw her with, like, a baggier shirt with, like, the shirt lines. Yeah, the shirt lines need to be rounded. That's true, Macus. Thank you. I think that I love the hat. I love, like, little lamplight here. The lamplight's the rabbit's name. Her glasses look great. I think her glasses typically, like, pick perspective for the glasses. Glasses typically, and try to pick an origin point for the for these parts of the glasses. These guys. Like, that's tough with glasses, though. I totally get. Really the thing about this is just a few minutia things. I love that you kept her long skirt. I love the changes you made. Her face looks great. I love these popping off her face. The eyes are symmetrical. Her eyebrows style, love it, love it, love it. I love the patches on the coat. Your skin color looks great. Eyebrows look great. Yeah, I just think there's a few things with that. Okay. But yeah, this is amazing. Thank you so much. Message me if you have any questions, Saku, if you watch this back. Oh yeah, where her strap? Where's the bag? I'm kind of interested to see. It doesn't really matter because it could just be right behind her. But I would like, you could even have it popping out. Add a little weight to the illustration. The flow is so good though. So, all right, we're gonna go on to the next thing. Okay, so this is great. Oh, Daffy, this is so good. I love your lines. You can see it's so much bigger now. Like I can see the painting elements of it. Okay, cool. Good background. I love your lines for this stuff. We're zooming way in. This is amazing. I don't even think I could draw this angle of Grayson. So that's great. You did so well with this angle, Daff. I love your line quality here. It's very painterly. I like that a lot. Okay, Daff. Honestly, I don't have a lot to say anatomically about this one. What I will say, Dev, this bang of Grayson's, and this is a problem I run up to a lot. Her bang shouldn't end up within the back hair because it's the same color. That's going to blend together. You should have it either come out or come down here so you can see it, okay? And it should break the silhouette. So that's the hard thing about Grayson, is it's hard to keep her bangs outside of this, and especially the same color here. You should move it out of here. Yeah, this is a very ambitious angle, and this is amazing. I love your face, honestly, it almost looks like I drew it. So, and yeah, Grayson also has, and this is a stylistic thing, has kind of these circle eyebrows, you know? Yeah, so that's the idea. So let's see, there's something weird going on here with these little like particle effects. I am gonna be a little brutal here. Add more. So I'm doing art director stuff. You've made her very clean. Like this is her before she gets all the ink on her. Feel free to add those back. This is art director Jordan talking, not like anything technical. I think she looks so good up here. I prefer Grayson's bangs being a little bigger whenever we drew the two. And they need to be outside of her own shape here. I'm not sure what's going on, why her muscles are so shapely on these. I like the idea of it being a baggy shirt. I think that there's a different way to render the bagginess of her clothes here. It feels like she's kind of like weirdly hulking out. Not in a way that it looks bad. I think your flow is so good and your shape control is so good that I'm not mad about it. I'm just letting you know. And yeah, her satchel at least needs to be dirtier, in my opinion. This is kind of strange what's going on with her tassel here. This little ascot thing that I draw it to. I don't really know its title. But I usually like to draw just the 3, but I like the layeredness that you're adding here. But I think you need to pick a direction there of like how layered it's going to be. I think it could make the piece stronger. Or even it could flow out a little bit, you know? I think that could show like the wind. Imagine how the wind is affecting. I called Grayson Daffy, affecting Grayson's Gray the Hulk song. Yeah, Grayson affecting Grayson's black ascot here and her hair. So like that's the thing is that imagine how the wind would be buffeting. Because I imagine the wind because it looks like through the hair the wind is coming from the front. But yeah, imagine you could have it flowing. You could fill more of the canvas with Grayson, you know, with the bangs. I'm not. These are the little pupils inside the eye here. I just realized. Make sure the eye is extending to these because right now it looks like she has piercings, which is fine a little bit. Like not even to a big extent, but these like little pink dots don't make too much sense to me. Also, I don't think you'd be able to see the inside of Grayson's ear here. I think I could be wrong, but I don't think you'd be able really to see that. You could look at it. Me, Grayson, now. I love the background. I think it's very, very good. Honestly, I think it's great, Daffy. I just think I think the face is so good that everything else except, let me see. Yeah, make sure that this eyebrow is kind of going rogue over here. I don't really know what's going on. I'm being very critical of this. Yeah, it's the tear ducts. I see. Just connect the eye. This one looks better than that one because there's like a little skin in there, you see? Like the skin color. This is great. The faces, I'm so good that like I'm just having to kind of pick because you asked me to go really hard here. Her anatomy is really good. Her, I don't know if that's a comfortable way to grab a satchel. Her thumb would be going under this. See? Like if I grab, like her thumb would be going under, you know? I struggle with that too sometimes, Daff. But your face, you've matched how I draw Grayson's face proportions so well. And you can tell she's thinking about something. And this is really great. Cool. I love this. Yeah, the ears should be further back due to the angle. Because that's so true. Yeah, and this is great though. I'm gonna I can talk to you more about it when we talk about, you know, more art stuff, but this is great. Yeah. Sorry guys, I got a little tired there. Oh. I'm just gonna check the comments on the short while I'm here. 2,000. Okay, cool. Yeah, Daffy, good job. I also think you wouldn't be able to see the front of Grayson's collar, but I honestly doesn't bother me that much. I think her collar might be higher, you know. Stressed but determined, yeah, gets it. That's why, I guess why I almost called her Daffy, is the eyes are so Daffy core. You put so much of yourself in this, which I think is why you're so fantastic. I think this worked really well. I think this is so great. Anyway, I also think that her satchel could have a little more weight here on her. Like, this could pop up a little bit. She usually kind of would rat. The way I see Grayson's satchel, that's the way it would go into it, you know? It's only mine. Okay, let's move to the next one. Macchio! Okay, cool. So this is a chibi art style, so I'm not going to go too crazy into this. Because I'm not going to judge it the same way that I would judge it. Come on, Grayson, you can do it. I love that. I love the rah-rah. This is a screenshot, so it's a little low quality because I had to screenshot it to get it. Honestly, I'm not going to go too crazy on this Macchio because it is chibi. I'd say your lines are great. You could vary your line weight a little more, Macchio. Just add a little bit of more, you know, like you could just add a little more thickness to the different line. Complete with the close background. Yeah, it was awesome, Daffy. Macchio, this is great. I think the only note I could give you, make sure the hair doesn't just cut off like in random places, and vary your line thickness a little bit, you know? It's so cute. It's wonderful. I love it so much. I'm not going to go too crazy into it because it's chibi and it's good. I really like this, Makio. You do. I know. You guys don't need to see my feet. This is great. Yeah, I mean, there's some errant lines down here. I guess, like I would say, be more confident. I think this is cool. I think I think you can be more confident about how you draw chibi. This is really cool. Just have confidence, which I know, and like make sure the color doesn't just cut off here. You know. I love the little flowers and the leaf. It's so great. This one's awesome, Maki. I'm not going to give you too many notes because I think it just comes down to preference and, you know, learning to have, like, confidence in those kind of things. But this is amazing. Good job. Good job, Makio. I'm going to move on. I'm not going to spend as much time because it's chibi. But if you ever want to send art that's, like, full, I will give you, like, a more critique on that. So, this is great, though. I love this. Come on, Grayson. You captured her spirit very well. Ah, Kikidia's here, right? I'm glad you participated. I love it. I love Edgar flying overhead, too. And his sword. And the colors are wonderful. I love it. It's so different from how I draw the Witch Hunter's Flame in general. I can see you've added a structure here with this little, I love your shapes and the roundness of your art, okay? It has that the Bratz category, and I love that it's traditional and the colored pencil. It's so great. The colors are wonderful. I think you got his emotion here so well. Here's the thing what I would say, KKDia, is, you know, you have such a really wonderful idea of style, you know? I think you have a nice little cute style that you do that's could lend itself to this. I can see the vision. Sorry. For this very wonderful, very whimsical, very, you know, Bratz, but also like, you know, kind of K-pop-y style. I'd say don't lose that. Like, I love the circle, how you draw everything with circles and all these things, but I think the biggest thing for you, and it's a big thing I'm seeing here, is study the fundamentals of building character art, you know? Study the fundamentals, learn how to draw kind of basic for a bit. Not like basics like the basics of art. I think you're already good at that. Learn to draw in a method that is kind of like, you know, just learn the tube man. Learn how to construct these poses. Learn how to put these wonderful characters in these designs. Like, I love Madeline's designs. Learn how to put them in poses. Learn how to draw arms. Learn how to draw full body poses. And then come back and add this wonderful, like, your characters are kind of like dolls, you know? I kind of love it. But learn how to draw these doll-like characters with a little bit of that kind of normal art principles. Because I really love your style. I love the way you're putting together your characters. I love how, like, you seem like you just love drawing, you know? And I want you to keep that. Because you can tell that you love to draw. And you can tell that you love art. And you can tell you love every character you draw. And I think they deserve that kind of, you know, that kind of study, you know? I think that's the only thing I say, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's amazing. And I don't want to go too hard into it. But you can tell you love the characters that you make, and you draw. So I want to see more of that, man. Yeah. We'll have to finish I have to do the 2000 art too. But yeah, Kikiti, if you have any questions, let me know. I love this, and I want to see more of your art, actually. You know, and, you know, just, like, maybe try to get, like, you know, don't be afraid to try inking with a little bit of your art, you know? I want to see how you would ink it, you know? And try to use, like, and maybe try to be okay with, like, maybe using, like, either a sharper pencil or a mechanical pencil just to get those finer details in, you know? You got that? Cool. I'm gonna move on, but thank you so much for submitting. I love having you here. Great. As to everybody. I love KKD. They're the best. Is Monor here? Because I love this one. I love this so much. This reminds me of, like, immediately whenever I saw it, I was like, it's like, it reminded me so much of Peach Momoko's art, you know? Like this kind of thing. You know? He's one of my favorite artists. But this is kind of the vibe I was getting from this art. But let's go back to this one, okay? So, Mo, like looking in, I have some clear things I can give you on this. But honestly, the overall, the composition, the style, everything is really working, okay, Mo? Like, terrifically. The things I'm gonna say are probably things you already know. But let me just get in there, okay? Oh, of course, KKD, I just saw that. So, make sure, and this is something I struggled with too, make sure that you're filling all these parts in the character. You know, make sure you're filling these in, alright? I think I think it works really well, honestly. Like, when you look at it out here, it doesn't seem apparent. It feels very traditional, which I want you to keep. It feels very traditional art-coded. Just, you know, get your inking down, because I didn't realize this was a sketch until, like, now. Or get your inking down, okay? This looks amazing. Your detail, but I like the sketchy line art, so don't sacrifice that kind of sketchy line art feel, because I think it really works. Just maybe try to, like, clean up these colors. Yeah, the movement's amazing. I think that I honestly would ask for contrapposto on the character, but honestly, I don't think that it needs it. I think that try to look in, you could add more, even that, lean into that painterly kind of aspect, storybook aspect of it. It's so cool. Because here it works. Like, up here, the fact that the colors bleed into the line art works so well. Like, it doesn't matter. The hair needs to be fixed. Like, there are certain parts of it that you need to just make sure, like, they need to be kind of just ironed out, you know? Like, but it doesn't bother me here, you know? I do the same thing, dude. Like, this isn't me just, like, kind of coming in on you. The hand anatomy is wonderful. The hand anatomy is great. I love her hair. I love your colors. It's so great. I love the desaturated kind of mixed with the saturated green and how you did the shadows. They're amazing. This painterly digital painting sketchbook style is so amazing. Yeah. I think it's just to clean it up. I think it's but don't clean it up to the point where you lose the flow. That's gonna be the struggle. That's gonna be hard. I love the glow. Oh my god. Her ear is in a weird, like, angle, but honestly, it's kind of the style. I don't really mind. You did the hair well, the shape of the hair. I love this. Yeah, and, like, this doesn't bother me. This kind of thing. That stylistically works. They just gotta figure out where stylistically it works and where stylistically it doesn't work, you know? You know what I'm saying? Oh. I love the little added thing of the breakup here. I think you have a great sense of rhythm. Love these, the pouches. The rhythm's great. It has the design you've made for Lena has just a great rhythm. I love this style. I just want to see you develop it more, man. I can see this being used for animation, like that Star Wars Vision stuff, you know? I think the Star Wars, this is like kind of Star Wars Visions kind of coded, you know, Lena? I feel like this would be like Lena like Grayson Visions, like if we did different, like, comics in the universe, you all did your comics. I can't wait to see comics by you, Mo. You're gonna kill it. Your style is gonna lend itself so well to comics, dude. I'm so excited. Your style is gonna go crazy. Did I curse? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, I did the auto translate. This is amazing. This is one of my favorites too. I will say completely. It's up my alley. Your style is great. It reminds me of stuff that I used to do too. It reminds me a lot, in a way, of the Lena one. Hold on. This one. It reminds me a lot of this. You know? It kind of does. And this is older. See, my line art's all over the place here. But this is one of my. This kind of reminds me of. This reminds me of this a lot. So good job, Mo, man. This is so sick. I remember when this came in. I was like, Moner, you killed it. Awesome. I'm gonna move on, but this is amazing. All right. Yeah, for sure. Well. Let's do more. I want to see more of this. That's amazing. Sick. Yeah, Mona. Thank you. Yeah, cool. Good to see. Like how serious she is. You can't. The character Lena is so loved. I love it. So I'm gonna move on, but I also love your gradient in the background. It's super cool. Okay. I'm gonna move on though. Thank you so much for this, Mo. Candy. I can't even give any notes to this. This is just perfect. Yeah, just make sure this doesn't come out of the line, Star. I don't know if Star will ever watch this, but I love this line art style. If you're gonna add a background, just make sure the lines are thinner, because the thick lines that you do, Noah, Star, yeah, just make sure it plays between the lines, and if you do a background, it's thinner lines, you know. I just can't do... Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, of course, Mo. You make sure it kind of plays within its own rules, you know. There's not a lot I can say about good old Dave. This is great. And it doesn't mean that I think it's better than the other ones. It has a simpler... It's a turtle. Yeah, no, it's up, not a shark. Okay? Yeah, that was cool, though. And we got Thunder. Okay, this is really cool. I have a lot to say about it, though. And I have an art direction pointing to it. And then I have... I love this. So I love what you've added to the Witch Hunter's Flame here. I love the Scott Pilgrim art style you kind of got going on. This is all like kind of Scott Pilgrim-esque, you know? I like it a lot. You're gonna learn more about the Witch Hunter's Flame, so I have to separate that. Like, I know a lot about the Witch Hunter's Flame. Is that I like that he's kind of bougie here, you know? Yeah, so this is good. Yeah, so this is a very interesting type of witch from how it's so different from how Anguish is in my head. So I'm gonna try to separate that from this. The ninja star is interesting. I'm gonna do it objectively. I'm not really gonna talk about, because there's the thing, is there's the art director in me who's like, what Anguish is actually about, and this is very different from Anguish than how it is. Anguish is very kind of dirty and gross and very kind of filthy, and this is very fantasy, very like the Witch Hunter's Flame has this very refined armor, which is really well designed. You have the witch here, who is very much kind of like I almost feel like a Zelda kind of witch, which is so cool. I don't have much to say on the design wise. All I would say is maybe your line thickness could maybe be varied a little more, and it's not even bad, but the line thickness on the witch could maybe be varied a little more. I would like to see a little glow there, you know, maybe on the eyes, on these eye section. I think the flame, again, we have a little bit of bleed there, which is fine. I do that same thing too, but yeah, there's a little bit of loss of detail down here towards it, which is okay. I know you got to be economical. I know you're an animator. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the thunder, it's completely yeah, you have no context, so I'm not judging you on that. I think you could learn, like, of course, like as you're gonna learn hand anatomy and things. Make sure the sword. See, it's kind of like the angle of the sword kind of like comes out and then becomes a straight sword at the bottom here. You know, it becomes kind of, which is fine. It means the sword is facing down, but the handle would also be kind of a rectangle. You know, it would be good to be consistent, or it'd be at least rounded in a consistent shape. And that's the thing I'll say. Make sure this is connecting too. If that's the side, I know this is like a more of like a sketchy kind of thing, but also we want to make sure that I am trying to think how we could take it to the next level. And I think that would be the idea, is kind of like adding either some hatching or some detail internalized, you know? The internal hatching, detail job. There's like a loss of like the internal color here on that one. I like the little, I like the bubbles. The speech bubbles are great. I love that you kept that. The presentation is so great here. I think the presentation and like the confidence of the presentation is so good. It's really terrific. I just think getting into the minutia and making sure things don't bleed, learning, you know, keep learning anatomy, keep learning, you know, posing, you know, things like that. I think the posing is really great, especially for the witch. I'm more so just saying in the minutia, just keep it up, you know? But I think, yeah, make sure that you're kind of choosing where the effects come and really leaning into those things. Thunder. But overall, really great. I think that the presentation's so confident. I love that. I think your presentation is just so like head and shoulders above a lot of like things that I see. So that's really great. Like, I think like the rectangle, it's very like well put together. You could see this in a concept deck, you know? So 200 subs now, Skelly. That's awesome. But yeah, awesome job, Thunder. If you have any questions, let me know. Message me. Yeah, the presentation is wonderful, and I like to see Phelan like this. I just think, yeah, this is a different take on my stuff. We aren't at 2K anymore? Oh, that sucks. Anyway, we go back to art. Oh, that's alright. We'll get back up, guys. Don't worry about it. It'll ebb and flow. That's how it goes. I'm gonna run to use the bathroom real quick, guys, and maybe grab my lunch. But I'll be right back, okay? But you guys can have the 2K Pikachu. The important thing is that we hit 2K, alright? What background do I think with it? I mean, I always viewed them in that one in some kind of nice, like, some form of, like, nice cathedral or nice castle. Like, since it's not the Anguish that I'm doing, I think that it would be more of, like, some kind of nice, ornate castle or something like that, you know? I'll be right back, though. I'm gonna use the bathroom if you get my food. there. The bags, the towels. Ba ba da ba da ba ba ba. I'm back. I'm gonna finish the engineer today. I am tired, but I'm gonna do it. Oh boy. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my rock-dumb girl. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Your affection. Your affection. Don't wanna live as an untold story. I can tell you. I'm back. Daffy, Daffy, Daffy. I wanna dancing, dancing, rolling, rolling, only one my love. Yeah. I'll have to do mine. I'm hoping to. Oh, when I stay outside, but I have 4 teachers. I was on a nice day here, so I have no problem to draw the rest of this. Oh boy. Oh man. Bro, they need to make sure these steaks that they send in Factor are like actually cooked. This is crazy. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta throw this in the microwave. I'm back. And make sure I didn't die. The air is so... Yeah, that makes sense, DLCL. Well, good on you for getting it. Get in there, man. Yeah, we're doing it again. I'll come back. Oh, it's Rick and Morty time. Oh, I'm happy, Rose. It's steak. I'm sharing my food with you all. Yum, yum, yum. Where's Thunder? Have a wonderful day, man. All right. See you, Chris. Knowing guitar is just tough. Just make sure you have the calluses, man, or you use a pick, you know. It's gonna take why it hurts to play for a while. See ya, Maki. What's up, RCK Gaming? What's up, man? Nice to meet you too, RCK. How's it going? Glad to hear it. Yeah, we got 2,000 subs, Rosemary. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty thanks to everybody. It was so cool. Yeah, it's nuts. I'm really, really, really like humbled. DLSO, thanks, man. Appreciate that. What's up, Raphael? Raphael? Thank you so much, RCK. Really appreciate that. Thanks, man. Look at his face. Ah, 2 new subs. Thank you guys so much. HR, like in the job. We don't have an HR in our YouTube community. Yes, we're just trying to watch biblical movies to Christians. So what's up, Cinna? I don't really know that Oh, Iron Fury, sorry, I didn't see you. This is called The Engineer. Called The Engineer in WMD. Aw, thanks, Frozander. Sorry, I just saw this. Yeah, it's alright, RZK. It's okay, Raphael. Sorry, I was just getting distracted by the different things. Our Iron Fury, it's called The Engineer in WMD. Alright, Engineer and Redacted. Sorry, I just spoiled the title, but that's alright. Just don't repeat that. It's called The Engineer. And then, what's up, Cinna? It's alright, guys. Don't worry about it. The sci-fi manga. It's coming out. The first chapter will be coming out on August 7th. What's up, Jade Gunfree? How you doing? Yeah, this is a manga about an engineer who works in the brain of a living planet. I'm stun locked. Oh, thanks, RCK. Thanks, Raphael. Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, Raphael. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Jade. Oh, thank you guys. It really means a lot. Close up on Daffy. Daffy eye reveal. Oh, thanks, guys. Guys rock. Another sub. Holy shit. Sorry, I swore. That just surprised me. Oh, my navigator's not up. I might keep it out. I might actually make it smaller for a bit. I actually kind of like the minimalism of no navigator. I'm doing fine without it. I'm gonna leave it out for a bit. Oh man, I've seen a ton of anime, man. I mean, My Hero Academia. I guys forgot about every anime I've ever watched. One Piece, Bleach. I've read One Piece and Bleach. I'm gonna get into Dragon Ball soon. I'm reading Naruto. I'm about to watch To Be Hero X. Promised Neverland. I've read a lot of that. I've watched a lot of anime. Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, One Punch Man. I think Made in Abyss is one of the ones I really like. Summer 2003. My Hero Academia is amazing, man. Oh, I love it. My Hero. It was like one of my first ones. Devilman Crybaby was my first though. Just like a bad first. Gintama, thank you. Yeah, Berserk. Gintama is like my favorite. I love Gintama. JoJo's Bizarre. So yeah, Promise Neverland rocks. The manga's amazing. The mango. I love JoJo. Favorite JoJo part is probably like probably part 4. I mean that I've seen the full way through. I'm reading 7 and it's awesome right now. What is this? I'm gonna turn back on Persona music. Mariah was your third name. It's awesome. I know. The Made in Abyss author is a weirdo, but I love the story. He's just. I watched the anime. I heard the manga is really strange, not in a good way. Yeah. So it feels like to pass the torch. What are you talking about? I love Gintama so much. Oh, JoJo's Adventure. Devil May Cry. I've played the games. Dororo I've seen a little bit of. Jujutsu Kaisen I've seen. Manga, you haven't read manga before, man. Oh man, you're gonna get into a whole new world, man. There are a lot of great stories that are just as good as anime that haven't been animated. Like 20th Century Boys is one of my favorite. Monster's great. Witch Hat Atelier is one of my favorite ever. You never see people in anime or in animation with like, you know, I've seen people in real life with dreadlocks that they like have pulled into like a bun or a ponytail. I never see that in anime, so I'm gonna do that with this guy. He's gonna have the dreads coming out, and then he's gonna have his dreads pulled back all the way with like a big beautiful dreadlock ponytail, man. That would be sick as hell. Tales from Earthsea. Oh, dude, the old Ghibli movie. That's cool. I love Ghibli. Studio Ghibli is amazing. I think they're so terrific. Second one, I was really disappointed too. Yeah, this is my own. This is my own. It's called The Engineer. Yeah, Freerun. I like. It's just Freerun. I prefer Witch Hat Atelier, because it's just more my thing. Daffy. No, Daffy, I don't. Except Engineer WMD. No, I honestly, yeah. Fun fact, Daff. Yeah, it's called The Engineer. We can talk about that some other time, Daff. I would like to do some... I'll do some research into that, but yeah. It's called The Engineer and WMD. And... yeah, it's my own thing. Oh, thank you so much, Melio. Appreciate you. It's in full color, too, which is different from manga, but you know. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm working on this page right now. I love Ghibli. Okay. Hi, Mello. Yeah, this is my own. I have 3 books that are three first chapters of stories coming out in August. So this one's August 7th, and then the next week is my Dark Fantasy, which is very Berserk inspired. And then the week after that is Grayson the Child of Imagination, which is Studio Ghibli inspired. Oh, dude, I've been drawing out for a while. I've been drawing for a long time, Raphael. I had to, it's a long journey, but, you know, if it's your dream, then, you know, maybe it's worth trying. It's worth starting. You're not gonna take a while to get good at it, but, you know, I think it'll be worth it if you like it, if you love it that much, man. Right, trust. This is coming up August 7th. It'll be on a Patreon that I'm going to launch. It's free, though. It's not going to be a paid Patreon. I have to caveat that because people think. But no, it's going to be a free It's a free Patreon. It's on Patreon just so it's a little more like fancy for y'all to read. It's less right there, you know. Yeah. Oh, I love Ponyo. That's a good movie. Oh, what's up, Dark Knight? So Howl's Moving Castle is amazing. Grave of the Fireflies is brutal, man. It's a brutal, brutal movie. It's a hard watch. Oh, thank you for the sub, whoever. I really appreciate that. Don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize for bad English. Whatever language you guys are first language, I would do worse than you guys do at English, and it's not even that bad. I mean, I not even bad at all, your English, so don't worry about it. We have a ton of non-native English speakers here. I am never gonna be like, English. Yeah, so the idea would be I want to either get a publisher to do the physical copies, or once we get 6 issues in the can, I want to do a Kickstarter for a physical volume. Like those volumes, man. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, dude. We have a ton of non-native English speakers, and I never want to be like, we're not going to be weird about that's like a rule here, man. What game do you play right now? I've been playing a lot of Witchfire, which is an early access game. Deadlock. I got James Bond. I need to get more through that. I just have been focusing so much. You're Brazilian? Davi, we have 2 Brazilians here now. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth I've been playing. Marathon. Routine I've been playing. Guilty Gear Strive. Street Fighter 6. Yeah. I play a lot of this. We're listening to Persona music right now. But I just finished Final Fantasy 7 remake Rebirth. Can't believe that. Fluent in Russian. That's amazing. Oh, 0, yeah. Hogwarts Legacy. I have that one. I don't care for J.K. Rowling that much, just because the obvious stuff. But that game is fun. I got it for like $5. So, fluent in Russian. My buddy's fluent in Russian too. He's in the Air Force. Davi's Brazilian too. Oh, where's Davi? Oh, I think it's soothing. Yeah. Are you drawing different games? I can. I'm not drawing anyone else's stuff right now. I'm just doing my own. But I do draw different video games from time to time. I did a lot of Deadlock fan art. You know, I did a lot of Deadlock. But I did like Hogwarts Legacy. I made my character Grayson in Hogwarts Legacy. He was South African. That's cool. That's where they filmed One Piece. That's what I know about South Africa. That's sweet. That's sweet. Dandy's World. I'm not sure. Is that related to like that Poppy Playtimes? It sounds like it. I'm not sure. I've never heard of Dandy's World of that though. I mean, I can for sure. I need to do another suggestion stream. I haven't done a suggestion stream in a long time. You know? Oh, dude. One Piece Season 2. That's crazy. Bro, Yords, what did I do? Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy's cool. What? What'd I do? Davi quit? Oh, that sucks. Someone tell Davi we have another Brazilian in chat. That makes it Roblox, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not for everybody. I understand. Yes, again, that's the only thing I know about One Piece is One Piece was shot there. I know more about South Africa than that. I was like, you want to live in Japan, though? No, I know, like, all the history. I'm just not going to get into the storied history of South Africa on stream when I meet someone from South Africa. Daffy, why are you roasting me today? I'm just waiting for new episodes releasing. Yeah, I read the manga for One Piece, so I'm up to date on that. Okay, this page is kind of okay. Cool. I feel like roasting us all. Yeah, we can do a suggestion stream probably once I'm a little further into these books, so I can kind of feel a little more confident about just doing. Do you watch other YouTubers? I mean, like, yeah, I mean, I don't watch a ton of art YouTubers just because I like to give my brain a break from doing art content, you know? Oh, I love Spy Family. Dr. Stone I watched a little bit of. I love One Piece, yeah. I think, I watch Wendigoon a lot. Like, I like horror YouTubers that for some reason it's easy to draw for me whenever it's horror. I don't really know why, but horror content helps me draw. Which might change whenever I'm working on Anguish, because that is horror, so I might need something more lighthearted. But right now, it's like... right now, it's entirely, I see. Okay, that page needs ink, that page is inked, it needs a little bit of touch-ups, but this page is inked, it's that maybe a little bit of touch-ups, but I kind of like the looseness of this page. This page needs finished. This page needs inked. I can finish a lot of the character art. I think this page needs inked. This page needs inked. This page just needs, okay, cool. This page needs, shading. It's almost done. We're so close. Attack on Titan's good. It has some things. I don't think it's the best thing in the world, but I understand. Yeah, I would read just the manga of Naruto. Honestly. That's where I'm at with that. For sure, dude. Yeah. Full rain to make fun of you? Why? Is he, like, lame? I like Wendigoon. I think he's cool. I think he's a fun guy. This fish is... Dude, why are you getting on me, Daffy? That's crazy. I must be bugging out. Yeah, I'm bugging out. Daff. It's over. Yeah, I just think the name's funny. Yeah. Aw, see ya, Mello. Thank you for coming back. Can you come for being here? I really appreciate that. You rock. Oh, really? Gotta hit it with another art block. Have you seen Dungeon Meshi? Yeah, I love Dungeon Meshi. The character designs are amazing in that. I love that. That show's amazing, Xander. The designing in that is just really amazing, and I haven't seen a ton of it, but I read I think the first 2 volumes of the manga, which I thought was great. The mango. Yeah, who's in a Daffy Jordan both? What do you do? We have art block. Oh man, I mean, typically my art block is because I just like am being like I don't want to get something done because it would like change like the priorities. Like I'd be able to like move forward in my skills, and I want to like stay being kind of bad or not. I mean, kind of where I was, you know. So I think that the idea is like I usually have to just like finish a few different art pieces, just struggle through it. Or, you know, if I have time, I'll read a lot. You know, I don't really have time to do so sometimes I just have to push through the art block until I don't feel it that much. Like, I just, like, take a walk and get some exercise and then come back to it. But typically, I would love to be able to... I love being able to read when I have art block. Like, read comics or manga. Or if I'm burnt out on those, then just reading, you know, a good book. You know, letting my brain relax. But exercise is probably the best thing for art block, I would say. Getting, like, letting your brain kind of... Usually you've just been drawing too much whenever you get art block, so I feel like it's good to kind of just let your brain, you know, do some lifting, go for a run. Lifting's usually the best. Just move some heavy stuff and then come back to it, you know, when you're feeling better. That makes sense. I might go jogging. Hey, Xander. Davi's back. Oh, Davi's leaving. Davi, there was a Brazilian. Yeah, I mean, all the time. I mean, my characters are all, like, kind of elements of myself and then elements of other people that I know, you know? Inspirations, like... My friend Jay, who edits my stuff, is an inspiration for, like, Bubs and stuff from my other comic, Grayson, and, you know, Engineer. I had a coworker who's a big inspiration for Qbert, you know? Bye, Davi. My disguise. I could sub 1,000,000 times. Aw, thank you. Appreciate that. Farron, yay. Hi, Sarah Farron. See ya, Jade. Appreciate you being here. I will draw a physical art. Hold on, I have one right here. I mainly do digital because it's more efficient. It's kind of what I want to do. I like the colors you can use with digital. But I also do physical art. Yeah, like here. Like I do like physical art, yeah, like traditional. That's alright. You don't have to join the Discord. I appreciate it. This is like my main character Grayson from my like other comic. So this is like my physical art. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. That's more common than you think. But I mean, traditional art's really rewarding, so Yeah, Skidoo, yeah. I'm just for feeling of it, yeah. Just to finish them in like 3 months. Wow. Okay, Raphael. Okay. I'm pretty you stopped by. Haha. Counting or not counting, gang. Oh, yeah. I'm not a huge, like... Oh, thank you so much, Raphael. Thank you. Oh, see you, Raphael. Thank you for being here, man. Taffy was literally be right back, literally. Taffy was like, I'll literally be like... Creating the pseudonym. My main account is working out. What's up, Turip? Was that Maki? Oh no, it's Maki. Okay, sorry. I was get the two. Oh, thanks for the new sub. Whoever did that, I appreciate that. 2005. Wow. What's up, Raphael? Who's JVKE? I'm not sure. No, Connie wasn't the 2000. 2000. What's 2000? Oh. Is that like a K-pop artist or something? Oh. Oh, wow. That's so cool. Javik. Javik. Just kidding. Oh, till I found her. Oh. I like that song. Javik. Javik. It is English, no K-pop. Oh. Okay, thanks. Javik. Javik. I know, I'm making fun of everyone. I'm just being mean. Yeah, the bronze the bronze color is meant to evoke actually the this character is the first big bad guy of the series. His name's Galactic Hero Martinet. And his armor is like this kind of bronze, like very classic Greek hero. He's not Greek, but like it kind of evokes that. We say Jake. I'm making fun of everyone. Just kidding. But it's Galactic Hero Martinet, and he's the villain. And yeah, the bronze is meant to kind of evoke him because it's his first appearance in the story, and then it's gonna get fire. Like more like this is gonna be fire, so it'll be like kind of burning out because it's supposed to evoke these things were destroying the galaxy a couple like 70 years prior. As we go from blue to bronze to the green of WMD's glow in this scene, which is the last page, you know? Why do you write? It's just like a stylistic thing. I love the Amazing Digital Circus. It was so cool. Yeah, he's a gladiator type. Yeah, it's supposed to. He was a hero in the Galactic War 70 years ago. People live longer in this day and age because it's it's the space times. It's a space age. Luck, Rose. Hope to see you next stream, Raphael. Yeah. You're so shy, isn't she lovely? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Cineroll. That's really, really a huge compliment. Thank you so much. Should be drinks. Hello. Do you make a stream for all your drawings? I stream every day except Thursday. You know. Thursday's my day off. I still draw and stuff, but it's just to give me a day to kind of be private a little bit. Even though I post like videos and stuff on Thursday, I'm just more private than, you know. See you, Raphael. Yeah, thank you. Happy 2K. Thanks, Fins. Oh man, I was stretching my shoulder, and now it's like, it's probably happening to you, Raphael. Yay, Fins. Yeah. Yay. It's Finster. I was just replying to some comments. Oh boy. I understood a little bit, Daffy. It's just you were a little far away from your mic. So I needed to... It was harder to understand sometimes what you were saying, but I could hear, like, things in there. It was more so you weren't close to your thing, to your mic. And you were trying to be quiet, too. But it was nice hearing your voice. We can try it again soon. Yeah. Oh, this new Persona playlist that I found is actually kind of fire. Yeah, I mean, yeah, older people are gonna be like that. Oh, thanks, Xander. I mean, they're not it's just it's not gonna work out for everybody. And so many buttons. Oh, thanks. Yeah, thanks. I was ready for speaking, Fins. It's definitely not going to take over the world. I think I think that's certainly not going to be the case. Even the companies themselves are saying that it's not going to do that anymore. So... Yeah, agreed. What's up, Jade? Welcome back. Good, Macus. How are you? Yay, Macus! Yay, Macus. Yeah, it's crazy. What's up, Max? I'm gonna run and throw this in the trash and get some more coffee. I'll be right back, guys. When I get back, let's talk about like what anime people are watching or something. Oh, a kitty is on the thing. Take Makio Kitty. Makio Kitty Palace. Don't wanna live as an untold story. I can't hear. Will you be drawing anything? I am drawing this right now, Thunder Warrior. I'll be right back, though. I'm drawing this page right now of my manga, but I have to go get some coffee and stuff. Be right back. See ya, Duffy. Let Kitty sleep where Kitty wants, I agree. Be right back, Thunder. Thunder boy. I'm back. Everybody, rock your body. Yeah, yeah. Everybody. What's up? I'm back. See ya, Daffy. Oh, Daffy's back. What's up, Dad?
See you, Makia. Is everyone having a nice time? I hope so. Brunch. No, that's see ya, Cinna. A fancy drink. Like a Diet Coke. That's a silly joke. Oh. Idaho. Duncan, Idaho from Dune. That's cool. I didn't know that. Does Qbert have a tie? Wow. That sounds so great. Macas, 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 Macas. Yeah, he does have a tie. It's purple, I think. Macas, 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 Macas. just a Mac. I'm not a Macus. I'm just a Mac. I'm just a Macus Mac. Macus Mac. Macus Mac. Macus Mac. Macus Mac. Macus Mac. Macus Macus Mac. Macus Mac. Good time. Thanks. Thanks, Macus. Macus Mac. Macus, Macus, Macus Mac. Macus. Macus Mac. Macus, Macus, Macus time. Macus, 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 Macus time. Macus Mac. Posting attacks is scary. Aww, fins. It's the Macus time. Mac o'clock. It's Macus time. Rolling, rolling, all in my life. I'm just a man. I'm not a hero. Add a JoJo reference, Frankenhorse? I should. I should. Okay. I'd like one of the Joe stars or something. Whoa. This song rocks. Whoa. This guy's hat's kind of a JoJo reference, actually, if you think about it. my gosh. Maybe I'm just hungry. Real, Fins, real. Just hungry Fins. How long have I been streaming? How long have I been here? Almost 3 hours. Oh, man, it feels like it was longer than that. Wow. Time flies when it's 2K subs time. Dab. Oops, I closed the chat. Yeah, Pepsi Zero is good. I like Coke Zero. Diet Coke. Classic Diet Coke. Ah, thank you so much. Guess who's hack back again? Hey, not me. Thank you so much. Clip the dab, yeah? The dab. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this too. Nor. Oh, thank you so much. It's a fun time. Nor. I'm not sure when you're going to be working on your webtoon, but just so you know, I said it the other day, you're probably here, but I'm going to be, for the last week of, so on Patreon, I'm going to be publishing my stuff for the first 3 weeks of every month, and then I'm going to be posting like links to other people's stuff on the final week, and everyone can submit. So if you want to, I don't know how far you are along with yours. I know you're still working on it, but if you have anything you want to post, even if it's a short comic, like, I want to make that last week kind of me giving back. So anyone here can submit too. I just have to choose what's like the most applicable one, you know? It's the Mo show. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah, no pressure too. I know you're still like kind of figuring all that shit out, and everyone is. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So every 4th week of the month is gonna be Community Day in the Patreon. So. Yeah, it's sick, Fins. I mean, I'm not gonna do it without your permission. You have to like, I'm gonna. That's why it Fins. I'm not just gonna do it. It will be whenever you like send me and you're like, I want this. You have to be like, I would like this to be shown, please. I know what DeviantArt is. Yeah. What's up, Marvel Stanley? What's the next sub goal? I think it'll probably be either 3,000 or 5,000, or I don't know, maybe even 4,000. I know I'm determining whether I want to do 3,000 or if I want to shoot higher. Shoot for 5,000 and then 10,000, you know. Yeah, I'm not just gonna like rip it from there and be like, here you go, Fins. Against your will, I have shared your thing. That'd be funny. It wouldn't be funny, but it's funny to think about me just, it's a funny concept to think about me doing so. Yeah. And again, it's going to be kind of like this, where like, just because if I don't choose it for that month, or if like, I don't know, maybe Daffy will be involved too in choosing it, like, you know, if I don't choose it that month, then it's like, doesn't mean it's not good. It just may not be right for like the kind of like thing we're looking for to promoting that month, because it's going to be kind of like in sync with kind of what we're doing. you know, where we're at with all the books and everything. It's gonna be very like synced up, you know. This is ridiculous. He looks like a fucking mascot. It's gonna be like that, where it's like synced in with kind of the ideas of what we're going for, you know, with the different books. And same with like, there are so many like art pieces that I thought were brilliant. It all goes to me. I steal your idea. It's the same thing where like with the art contest, where like I think some of my favorites aren't even in the, and I still like everyone's that's in the finals, but like some of my favorites aren't even in the finals. So I'm like, it's kind of crazy how that worked out. I think I'm gonna try to make it so it like kind of feels more fair too. But I think it's, I don't think anyone's complaining, but you know. Yeah, I'll probably set up like an email. Yeah, I made the. Yeah, I have to make the. I had to make. I had to make. The upper body was just too big. He looked like a baseball mascot for a second, Cubert, and then this guy's gonna have to be smaller. This book's turning out pretty well. I can make them bigger because now they're like, now that it's all proportionally the same. There we go. What is this, like the jazz remix of Wake Up, Get Out There? Yeah, I'll announce the next art comp pretty soon. This kind of bangs. It's obvious. I do, but it's outdated. I need to update it because I changed Cubert's design a lot. I'm gonna send like designs for everybody for the engineer competition and like references. I have to do a new design for Cubert because I changed him to have this like mouth and everything, and he used to be more humanoid. Like his mouth used to be normal, and he did. I think he had 4 arms in the original too, but now he has like these like monster arms, kind of. The goat, Cubert. You want to do Cubert for the competition, Monor? Ow! I've been sitting on my foot for too long. Ow! Ouchie! Sick. Yeah, I'll put all the characters out so everyone can. I'll be able to think more about that once this issue is done, which will be later today. So I'll be able to like once I like rest. I just have to ink. I have to ink these 2 pages, and then I have to color and typeset it, and then I'm good to go. Which won't take that long. Coloring isn't that long for me. It's actually pretty fun. Let's go. All right, I do think I'm gonna take a break though, and just get my life together for a few hours. Maybe just like play a game or something, and then get back to work because I have to finish this by tonight. But thank you guys for being here. I think I'm gonna close out the stream. Oh my god, this music's going crazy. I'm gonna close out the stream.
for today. Tomorrow's stream will be a lot earlier. I'm going to... I have a thing at 1 p.m., so I think I have to, like, start, like, early morning. And then I might stream again later, but I think my whole day will be taken, so I'm gonna put a notice in the Discord as well. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye.